everybody, and thank you for tuning in one more week to put up with me and Phil for the Mr. Phil Show. We've got quite a show for everybody tonight. We've got some people from the film industry, and we also have a guest singer, so we've got quite a full show. As a matter of fact, it's so full that, you know what, we had to bump Phil from singing his own song tonight. Maybe we'll put him on at the end if he's a good boy. All right, I'd like to introduce everybody right now to my friend and yours, Mr. Phil. Hang on. How are you? Why don't you have a seat? Let's see. So yeah, we have a very full roster tonight.
Yes, we have a really big shoe for you tonight.
Big shoe. Yes.
Yeah, big shoe.
The big shoe.
Tonight.
That's right. So, yeah, we're going to be talking to some people, like I said, from the film industry.
Right.
It's Hudson Valley Film Festival, right?
Yes,
Transcending Films. And then we also have, gosh, isn't this awful that I'm forgetting your name all of a sudden?
Jason.
Jason Gisser. Did I say Gisser? Is that right? Okay.
This is the night where my two careers come together. Those of you out there know me from the Mr. Phil Show as a TV host,
Yeah.
as a singer, as a recording artist. You know that side. But I don't think all of you know that I've done a few films.
Yes.
And that's something that I really haven't mentioned too much. That there is another side to my career, and that's a film career. And tonight is the night where the film side and the TV side and the singing side all come together.
We're all going to come together. Except we might not get you to sing. But hey, that's okay, because everybody knows that you do that. Right?
Well, let's put it this way. Not really. Not on the film side.
No, that's true.
Because
that's true.
we had an experience in the films at the Hoboken Film Festival,
Uh-huh.
Mary and I,
Yes.
where on opening night we went out for an after party.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to this place and they
Big
had
mamas.
karaoke there.
Big mamas.
Okay, big mamas.
Shout out to
everything
big mamas.
of it. And then Mary says, "Here, let me show them what I do."
That's right.
And
Hey.
she takes the mic. Here they are, these people from New York, from LA, from all over the place, from Hollywood. They're saying, "You
What?
sing?"
Yeah, you know what? I'm a singer. That's what I do first. And if I've got the opportunity and the chance, I'm just going to take it and run with it. It's just me. It's just what I do.
Yeah.
Where I used to work in the card store, too. I mean, people would come in and they would hear me singing all the time.
Right.
And where's the singer today? Where's the singer today? Well, you
So
know.
then we were at the, I was at the other film festival, Hudson Valley, with my wife. This girl comes up to me. She's all around in these films. I mean, she's all over New York, does everything. And I've even done a few films with her. And then she finds out about me as a singer. And she says, "I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you get up there in front of people and do it. Oh, you got to be brave. It would be impossible for me to do it."
Well, I don't know. See, to me, it just comes natural. I've been doing it since I was 8 years old, so you know, for me to just get up and like belt out a song in front of people, it's not a big deal.
Mary even has
But-
her own little emblem called Mary Frost Sings. It shows her holding a microphone.
Yeah, on my business card. Well,
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna go breaking one of those out right now, but we'll probably have to put one on our website now that you'll see on the Mr. Phil show. I'll give him one. He can
Right.
put it on there.
Okay, so I'd like to call up Ed.
Mr. Ed Bloomfield today,
Yes.
and
Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening.
hello, Ed. It's
Hi.
nice to see you here.
Nice
Let
to
me
see
get
you.
you one of these. It's gonna. I think they're all actually on.
Great, thank you
So
so much. It's
you
nice
can
to be
give
here
them a
tonight
check.
with everybody.
Ah, it's very
you
nice
see.
to have you.
And to learn about your careers.
Yeah, 2 careers. Well, and Ed actually knows that there's a third thing to it.
You're well versed.
Yes.
He's complicated. That's more like it. Oh,
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
just-
well versed. You're a man of many talents.
Right. That now that I even sing in the synagogue
Absolutely.
with the cantor.
yes.
As a matter of fact, that's when I first heard you.
Oh,
Oh, really?
I was
See,
in
now I'm
singing and you
finding
were
things out,
outstanding.
right?
thanks.
He was outstanding. This guy, he's like, you got to catch these little jokes. Just listen to what he says carefully.
Believe me, they'll get away from you. Don't worry about it.
But something is now with our cantor, our wonderful cantor Josh,
Right.
who is wonderful. So Saturday morning, I'm up there with him when we do the ceremony for taking out the Torah,
Right.
and he'll sing a line, then he'll look at me. We go back and forth. So I'm operating with the cantor now too.
Well, that's, you know what? That's okay. That's the way you're supposed to do it.
I think
mean,
he should share the microphone with you.
you
Yeah.
know. Well, that's where I got my first experience too. Is, I mean, I'm not the Jewish faith. I'm Christian. I'm Methodist, but I started with the junior choir when I was 8 years old, and I think I did my first solo when I was like 10 or 12. So it's just in the blood. It's been there forever.
That's great. Well, when you hear Phil sing, he's singing from his heart.
Oh yeah.
So it's not necessarily in Hebrew or English or whatever. It's always from his
It's
heart.
exactly.
It's wonderful to listen to.
Exactly.
And I'm in the back row.
Last row.
Don't take that personally, Phil.
Oh,
No,
see,
you're
oh,
right.
that sounds like he's running away from you,
Okay,
Phil.
folks,
I don't-
I'll tell you the truth. There is nobody sitting in the front row.
That's very true.
Yeah, there is not a soul sitting in the front row.
Wow.
Even on our holiest days of the year, which is New Year's, known as Rosh Hashanah, and bigger than that, the following week, Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. Even on the Day of Atonement, there isn't a soul sitting in the front.
Is that by design, or is that because nobody really wants to sit that close?
I don't think anybody wants to sit that close.
I think that the people in the back will always know when to stand up because you'll see everybody in front of you standing up.
That's
And
true.
when to sit down and when to pray out loud and when not to. That's why I sit
Right.
in the back.
Ah.
But if you sit in the front, you could be singled out very easily.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, especially if you stand at the wrong time, or you
Exactly.
sit the wrong. Especially if you sit the wrong time. That's really embarrassing.
That would be not good.
And then, well, what's funny is they put additional chairs in the back in the social hall. They'll open the walls come open, and they have chairs in the social hall. People rather sit last row in the social hall, all the way in the back, than sit in the front with all the room in the world.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
See, my experience was totally different. The choir led the service as far as when to stand, when to sit. Everybody watched. Their eyes were on the
See,
choir.
when I'm in the back row, nobody will know that I'm sleeping at times.
Until you start
They'll
snoring.
think I'm really praying hard. But I go,
Right. Yeah.
then my neighbor goes,
Uh-huh.
wake up, Ed.
Yeah.
Get with it.
Yeah. Yeah. That just means go to bed
It's always
earlier the
such a
next
pleasure
night.
to be here with you two. Wonderful,
good.
wonderful show.
That's
Thanks.
good. It's really nice to have you on today. And you wanted to talk about some of your film stuff going on.
Well, I know that.
What kind of things
there
are
are a lot-
happening?
There are a lot of things actually happening with different groups.
Okay.
There's, I guess, the Hudson group,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the other group at the Hoboken Film Festival group.
Okay.
And between the two of them, they're keeping a lot of filmmaking in Hudson Valley, which is being talked about more and more if you read the newspapers lately. Now, more and more, the Hudson Valley is in the forefront of films being made in this area. And
Right.
it's due to those two groups.
Okay.
I guess Hoboken Film Festival will be at the Greenwood Lake next summer.
Right. That's
And,
yeah. I know they
I'm
moved
not
it out
exactly
of
sure when
Middletown.
the Hudson people will be making their films, but they're both excellent, excellent groups.
Right,
Yes.
and I want to tell you folks out there that when, especially the Hoboken one, that's the big one. It's like the Oscars or the Grammys It's
Yeah.
the truth. It really is. You should see these people that are coming in. These movie stars are coming in from Hollywood
Yeah.
into our territory there. And we always have a special guest star.
Yes.
This past year, Mary could tell you who it was. She knew him.
Oh, Danny Aiello. Yeah, that was pretty good. I saw him standing up in the front. I'm like, wait a minute, I know him. He grew up right in the same neighborhood where my mother did. You could tell.
How about me? I was asked to interview Jane Seymour. At the
Really?
very beginning of the Hoboken Film Festival, and I was just awestruck. She's done so much and so many
Wow.
good things, and what a beautiful lady.
Wow. Well,
Just
I recognize Danny just because there's a certain look that came with growing up in the neighborhood where my mother grew up, and I was like, all right, I gotta go up and talk to him now. And then when I went up and I said hi to him and mentioned, my family's name and stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, I remember that name from down there and down in the Eastchester area. So Danny Aiello, hello. I'm the one that come up and said, you know my family and stuff. And yeah, I'm sorry, but you guys all do have that look.
I remember Ken DeVecchio
Yeah.
when he first met me, and he's the gentleman in charge of the Hoboken Film Festival.
Yes.
Said, so Ed, are you from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan? No.
Wow.
Are you part of the coffee making family, the Bloomfields? I said, no. He said, so who are you? I said, just a local.
I'm
He
just
said,
Ed.
oh, okay. How come you're here? Because my wonderful wife Josephine is here. That's why.
There we
And
go.
we went from there.
Right.
That's right. That's
But
right.
those were great days right here in Middletown.
It was
And
a lot of fun.
What was the biggest thing of our lives is Mary and I on the head, being on the red carpet
Yeah.
on the grand finale, on the opening night and the grand finale
Yeah.
night, interviewed for the TV news.
Yep, that was really something. Yeah.
Yes.
Something we didn't expect.
Right.
That's for
And
sure.
then
Yeah.
Also at the Hudson Valley, being interviewed on the TV news there too. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
And what's
yeah.
up is those people they know us.
Oh yeah, they recognized us right away,
Yes.
which was nice.
I mean,
you
these
know.
are big people, and they're saying, "Yeah, we know who you are.
Yeah.
The ones from New York City. We watch your show."
Yeah, because our show is shown down in New York City, down in Manhattan, and the Bronx, and at different times on, many different stations. I think that you said it was about 12.
We got 10 stations.
10 stations?
Counting it all together with everything
Okay.
we got.
So there's a lot of people at different times.
That's wonderful. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
you guys are well known.
Well,
Well
and it's
appreciated
nice.
Also. And you've had a
Thank
wonderful
you.
year here.
I
admire
really
New York here
have.
a lot.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's been a really fun year for me. This has been my first year with doing all of this, and I just kind of threw myself full force right into it. Right into the singing, right into the getting in there and co-hosting, and then directing the program and doing all that kind of stuff.
Well, Phil's
It's
a
been
lucky guy.
great.
He's got a lovely co-host and a lovely wife.
Hey, you know that? I mean, So Sandy, hi. We know you're going to be watching us. How you doing? That's Phil's wife, Sandy.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
Mary
make
took
sure-
over unexpectedly.
Yeah.
I mean, very unexpectedly.
Yeah.
She took over when our last co-host, who was with us for 7 years, she's an opera singer and an actress,
Right.
had to pursue her career more into those fields. So,
Well,
Yeah.
you're both very lucky and successful.
Well,
And God willing, you carry on for a long time now.
gee, I hope
right,
so.
it worked out fine. I mean, and she took it much further into other areas and things that, like the whole
Yeah.
career of mine became hers.
Yeah.
You know, Mr.
Yeah.
Phil Entertainment became Mr. Phil and Mary Entertainment, something that never happened.
Something
with
that he hasn't had before. A
anybody.
partner
That's
in the
great. That's
business.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I see you've got a wonderful show lined up for tonight.
Yes.
We do, and
We like it.
you were going to interview someone yourself, and
Oh,
would
sure,
you
if
like
if
to? Can you
okay.
want to introduce
Which one
her?
of you lovely ladies would like to come over and say hello first? Okay.
Well,
Terry?
come
on,
on
Terry.
over. Yes, you can give her one of those.
Okay. Here you go. This young lady,
Hi.
her name is Terry.
Nice to meet you,
and
Terry.
She is from this area, and she has been a lady who's been involved in
Great.
And
Put your mic.
now she's involved in photography.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Phil, and everybody here, this lady is one of the finest photographers I've ever seen.
Ah, great.
She is, and this is
Right.
only, even though she's been only doing it for a few years.
Yes.
She is a natural.
Yes.
She, I mean, I can't describe. I've seen some of her work that's been done at a temple,
Yes.
at social events,
Yes.
at
our
the
time.
Hudson,
Oh,
right,
Yeah,
at the
I
Hudson
mean-
event.
And what's funny that Terry's on two sides of, my career. She's on the side with Temple Sinai, and on the side of this. I mean,
Okay.
she's done a few film festivals with us. I mean, it's something.
That's
It's
great.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's young, and she's really, really talented.
In
Yeah.
fact, her daughter Jennifer is an actress too. I know her very well.
Who are
Wow.
your daughters? What are their names?
Jennifer Nolan and Megan Nolan.
Hi, kids.
Girls, how are you?
And Damien, I have a son too.
Oh, yes, we can't forget the sun. They always go, Mom, you
So,
forgot
Judy,
me.
in photography, what do you like to do the best, or is it everything?
I enjoy the events. I enjoy candid shots. I
Uh-huh.
get real life natural expressions and not posed.
Right.
I love it all.
I know you do. You were telling me that you've done recently a photography, I guess, an event or a picture taken of a couple with their dogs.
Oh,
Yes.
that'd be one
There
of
was
Phil's
actually
specialties.
3 dogs, and it was at the Christmas tree farm I was working, and I set up in Wackel, and I tried to get the dogs to look at me, and they said nobody could. I did it. But there was a
Would you put a treat
dog-
on your shoulder?
No, there was a dog behind me,
Ah, okay.
so it was coming, but I did get the shot.
That's
Now, you can tell
great.
me, we spoke before. It was 3 male dogs, and they brought a female dog in, right, in the back?
If you say so.
And that was all the males were-
I didn't look.
Oh!
All of a sudden, they
Very wise maneuver, I thought. Absolutely.
I think Luna would like getting her picture.
my dog, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She would, yeah.
My good friend Luna.
My dog, she's a ham, yeah.
But you've also done other things at other events.
I've done a corporate event of 800 people
Wow.
down in Newburgh at a restaurant recently.
Okay.
That was fun. I just enjoy large events and meeting people. I've done the Temple Sinai a few times.
Yeah, right.
Did the nursery school at Temple Sinai.
Wow. Do you do weddings and those types of occasions as
I've done
well,
some
or do you
small-
do mostly for corporate things?
I've done a couple small weddings,
Mhm.
and I'd like to venture out and expand and do more weddings, bar mitzvahs.
Right.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So you're up and coming, and you're doing very well at it.
Thank you.
God.
It's
Suppose,
good.
for example, somebody wanted to reach you. How would they go about reaching you, or know who you are?
I have a Facebook, Ritzley Photography, and if you like my page, I run raffles and contests and a bunch of goodies, and
Yeah.
I'm always on there. And
Well, that sounds like fun.
like my page, and you'll get all the news.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
You did the 100th
Gallery.
anniversary of Temple Sinai. Great
I
job
did.
on that. It's been
Oh.
all over the Temple Sinai newsletters and everything, and it was great that
Thank
day.
you. It was fun doing it.
You're gonna have to let me see some of those.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely let me see some of those. I'd love to see some of the work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we look forward to seeing you more and more in the future. And if anybody needs to
Yes.
reach this lady, once again, they can reach you at.
Ritzley Photography on Facebook or ritzleyphotography.com on my website.
And let me guarantee that anybody who sees this lady's work has to love it, because every picture is one you absolutely love, and all of her work
That's
is
great.
beautiful.
Yes.
That's
Thank you very
great.
much.
I think we could use, headshots also.
Hi.
What about
Yeah.
Walking around the studio.
Y-
Yeah.
Any movie work also?
I'm actually doing a movie. It's called The Way. It's by Transcending Pictures.
Okay.
We start next month, and I'm also going to be cast like a background in it. But my main thing is the photography, and it's exciting. I can't wait.
Wow. Oh, that's gonna be nice.
They're great people to work with.
Wow.
We're so happy for you, and we look forward to seeing you again, I'm sure, on
Yes.
show in the future.
Absolutely.
And besides,
Yes.
what I want to say to all the viewers out there, you know, besides, like we always ask people to come on the show if you have original music, here's another bonus that we could give you. If you're interested in films, to start off as a background extra, notify us if you'd like to do something like that. Because even though it may sound small, it's not really so small, and you don't know who's going to see you. Take my word for it. I could swear on that.
No,
So I would
absolutely.
strongly advise anybody out there who wants to start off, be a background extra, get out there, because your name goes into the credits, and they see who you are, and that the filmmakers like you. They might move you up next time to something bigger.
It's true.
And that's exactly what's happening here. She's getting more and more known and more popular, and her works are loved.
Wow. That's
Right.
great.
Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
Thank
maybe
you
we
for
can have
inviting
you
me.
one night come back and bring some pictures, and we'll do a whole portfolio for you.
Thank you. I'd love
That would be wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, we've actually brought somebody else here tonight.
Yes.
If you're interested
Ah,
also.
yeah, of
Would you like to come
course.
over? Sarah, how are you? This beautiful young lady, and I mean young, how old?
Yes.
I am going to be 29 in March.
An aspiring actress,
Yes.
and a beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
And someday she's going to be living in New York City, and
That's my
she's
goal.
going to be having her own everything.
Yes.
Tell me, what got you interested in doing this?
Oh well, I've worked in theater all throughout school and just being in plays, and then I actually moved from Long Island up to the Hudson Valley when I was in middle school, and I actually discovered the Hudson Valley Conservatory, and when I found out that the voice of Sebastian the Crab, Sam Wright, was actually the director there, I was like, oh no, I definitely have to do this. So I tried out for his class. I made it in, and I just had a wonderful time working with him and other different students, everything. I just loved the experience, and I met other people that were saying you should really go for films and other things, and I did, and I just love it.
So you mentioned school. Your start then was in school and education?
It actually was. I'm actually a preschool teacher. I've been teaching for a little over 10 years now. I went to a vocational school throughout high school, and I really enjoyed it, and I just knew that I wanted to teach on the side.
What, lucky students to have a lady this beautiful. I remember my early preschool teachers. Oh, forget about it. Would you see my knuckles? How crooked they are? No, I don't know if that was their fault or mine.
Well,
In any case,
yeah, I know what I had for teachers. And I remember
Well.
my kindergarten teacher.
That's also
what
back
she
when they
was
could take a
like.
ruler across your knuckles,
Yeah,
too.
and I remember on the fourth day of kindergarten,
Oh, my.
I was invited to stay home for the fifth day and not come back.
Yeah.
Could you believe that,
Yeah,
Mary?
knowing you, yes. I can so see this because I mean, gosh, sometimes he drives me crazy and I want to send him home. So,
that was where it all started, where Mr. Phil had to be out front.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh
That was
yes.
the
Yes.
start.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it started probably from the time he could probably walk. He probably went into the room and went, ta-da!
Here I am.
I've seen your pictures, your kindergarten pictures,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I could see
pictures.
back then that you were going to be something. I could see that back then. All these kids are so shy. They go like, Mary's standing out at 5 years old in kindergarten.
But yet I consider myself a very shy kid. I was really shy and didn't come out of my shell until I was in high school.
Well,
And
you know what, I want to
yeah.
tell you something. No one would ever know that now.
they wouldn't. No.
Because you were so outgoing, just as this young lady also.
Yes. Oh, and Sarah and I, we became such good friends at the Hoboken Film Festival. We hung out the last night together. It was so much fun.
Definitely. I enjoyed every minute of it. And
Yeah.
I just knew that working on the film festivals that I wanted to pursue more into films and everything.
Yeah. So what's your latest thing that you've done?
Well, I'm waiting for The Orange is the New Black to come out. That premieres in June. And I have a small featured part on there. I play Corinne.
Corinne.
In episode 4. And that's just photos. And I actually had to go. Yeah, so it's not a speaking part, but it's eventually the producers and the writers are speaking, as we speak, and they're writing into the script. So they basically said be on standby.
To like be a recurring character?
Yeah, so they're trying to develop my character a little bit more. It's not guaranteed,
Wow,
but
okay.
they basically said you never know. So, to just have that part and you never know where it will go.
Because
It's
when I
very
told my
exciting.
daughter and her husband that, I was hanging out with you and stuff at the film festival, and I said, oh, she's going to be in Orange is the New Black. And of course, they were going crazy looking all over trying to find pictures. Wait, is this her? 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 I'm like, wait, you know what? As soon as it comes out, Sarah's going to let us know, and, I'll let you know when to show it, to look for it. So make sure if you get the date, definitely put it on your Facebook. So.
So tell me, what kind of parts do you like doing the best?
I love any kind of part, really. I've really only had mean experiences being an extra, but I think it's just so much fun. I just worked on a Hallmark movie with Melissa Joan Hart and Dean Cain, and that was broadcast in Christmas. And I worked about 3 weekends in a row on it in Connecticut,
Wow.
and it was just so much fun working behind the scenes. And I didn't know that they were going to be on the set. They didn't announce the stars, so basically I showed up and I was
There they
starstruck,
were.
and they were just so humble and kind. And really, it's just a lot less stressful because you're just behind the scenes and you don't have the pressure of the lines necessarily, but you don't realize how much goes into being an extra, until you are
It's
one.
true.
Yes, I know.
right.
So it
I
takes
know
a
that.
lot of long hours, but it's really fun to just sit back and watch the stars,
Watch their
and
craft
watch behind the
develop.
scenes.
Yeah.
It's really
Right.
fun.
I mean, I know we were acting like two starstruck teenagers running around the Hoboken Film Festival. I was like, there's Matthew Lawrence. Let's go find him. We were going crazy looking at for all these people that we saw that were in the different films. You know.
And the greatest thing is when you see yourself on the big screen.
Yeah.
Like, in 2015, I was in 4 films. And I saw myself on the screen at the Hoboken Film Festival in 2015 when we did The Price for Freedom. And I think that, I can't describe what it felt like. Being in Temple Sinai, sitting in a seat that I'm always sitting in, my own seat, when the camera showed the prayer books that I use, the 2 prayer books that we use right there with the camera, sitting in that seat, knowing that, and it was a funeral scene, and
Wow.
knowing how many funerals I sat in that seat, and seeing myself on the big screen. I mean, I can't describe what the feeling was like. And then, all these other films, and then having my first singing part in the film of my song "One Red Rose" and Renaissance Man.
That
So,
was fun.
yes.
That was fun.
So it's hard work, but once you see yourself on that screen, you say it was well worth
It
it.
pays hard.
Okay, like the last film that Sarah and I were in, that was very hard work. We even had to travel to Paterson, New Jersey. I had to anyway, But I'm sure when we see it, we're going to say it's well worth it.
Oh,
Right.
definitely. And we met a lot of really nice stars. Amy Smart and Jason Lichner from Free Willy.
Wow.
A lot of really amazing people were on the set and very nice. So
Well, it
getting
sounds
to
like
know
you're going to have an amazing future. How, again, can people find you if they wanted to?
I have an IMDb right now. So you just search Sarah, S-A-R-A, and the last name is H-A-R-M-A-N.
Okay.
And basically
Yeah,
you
but-
could get my
hold
portfolio
it
and my
up.
resume
Do
on
that
there.
in a second.
And there's a contact information for me on there.
Very good. Very good. So I expect to be seeing more and more of you,
Definitely.
and I wish you the best of luck, and you're a beautiful young lady.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for being here with us tonight.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank
God
you
bless.
so much for
Thank you
coming.
so much.
And Ed, thank you so much
My
for coming
pleasure.
over
As
and,
always, it's
and
always good
interviewing.
seeing both of you.
We do have Jason we'd like to get to tonight because he's going to play for
God
us.
bless you.
And let me
God
tell you,
bless.
he's very good. So I think
See you
you're going to
again soon.
enjoy him.
Yes.
Keep up
Oh,
the good work.
definitely.
Okay.
We will be seeing each other.
See you tomorrow.
And-
Okay.
Okay, and right now we'd like to introduce to you our guest tonight. It's Jason Gisser. And he comes to us from Westchester area. And actually, we were talking earlier before. And yeah, come on over. Here, actually,
Yeah, give him. Yeah.
I was going to say, you can actually sit there or you can sit on the couch next to me. I don't bite, not hard anyway.
Okay.
And this is Jason's album. I don't know if you can tighten and get. We have a picture of his album. Okay. He was born and raised in the same area as my husband and I were, in Peekskill, Portland. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of fun talking about all the old places that we've been to and grew up at.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, but
Yeah.
I still get to go back.
And what's great
It's
is
great.
you fit right into this show tonight.
Yes.
Because you performed at the Hudson Valley Film Festival.
That's right.
I mean, of all things, I think this is the most magical thing that's ever happened on this show, where the two acts coming together, and here Jason performed at that same thing at the Hudson Valley Film Festival.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
sure, that's right. You're the first time.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, were you by yourself or did you bring a band?
No, that was with the full band.
Wow. Okay. Now, how many pieces in your band?
Well, it started off as a 6-piece. Now we gig as a 4-piece.
Okay.
But when we record, we kind of record as a 6-piece.
Six
What about when we
pieces,
saw you at New York Connections? Was that you alone or the band?
That was just me alone. That was solo.
So we haven't seen the band yet.
No. No. Oh, well, we're gonna have to look for that. Now, you have a Facebook page or a web page or something people can look for you?
Yeah, the website for the band is thejasongisserband.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Facebook, it's Facebook and then the Jason Gisser Band.
Oh,
Facebook,
all right.
the
So
Jason
then we
Gisser
can actually get to see what the rest of the band looks like.
Right.
Now that we're seeing what you look like, we'll know. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Jason. So
Yeah,
this must be
fun.
the other guys.
Yeah, we're a pretty diverse looking band.
So, how'd you get started in all this stuff?
In playing music,
Yeah.
I started at a very young age. I suffer from depression, and when I first started playing, it was just to kind of bleed that out. And so when you're going through tough times and stuff like that, to have a nice outlet really helps you. And as far as music, it's a great outlet because you can write and record something and then listen to it later when you're going through it again,
Yeah.
and it can help you, or you can bleed it back out again. So it's always been a great outlet for me.
You know what? I'm glad that you said that. We had a young lady that played for us about 2 weeks ago. Was it Brianna? And she was bringing up the same thing that she had depression as a teenager, and I thanked her for doing that because I had depression as a teenager, and it actually continued into an adult. And it's hard to talk about, but it's becoming more the forefront, and people are starting to talk about it. And when we have artists like you and like Brianna and somebody like myself that's willing to come out,
It's
And
happening with
tell
a lot of
people.
our guests.
Yes.
You know, what's sad about our guests, especially we're getting our young teens now, especially the young teen girls, and every single one of them, if they're still in school or if they're graduating, are or getting bullied.
yeah, that's
And
another.
we don't get by one of them that doesn't go through that. I mean,
Yeah.
at the time, and it's a constant thing, and that's where their music comes in to, to help them. They're bullies, so that makes them depressed and all that, and that's helping them.
Yeah, being bullied, I mean, that definitely adds to depression, and it definitely adds to the whole dynamic of what's going on when you're growing up.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
who needs that, right?
Yeah.
But
we did a show at Daryl's house.
Oh, yes.
In Paul.
okay,
And, we have a song on the album called "All of You," and that I wrote when I was 13 years old.
Wow.
And I was going through a pretty rough bout of depression,
yes,
and usually whenever we play the song, we tell people what it's about.
right.
And when we played it at Daryl's house, we really dug in, and you saw people in the audience cry, like certain people were crying.
They
when we got up and
recognized.
walked out. At first, we were kind of like, we're not doing right. We're not doing okay. And then afterwards, she came into the green room and she told us, she was like, you know, I suffer from depression as well. I got halfway through the song and it just hit me so hard. I had to go outside because I was in tears and I saw other people in tears and I didn't know how we were going to handle this. And then when it was over, she came back in and, you know, enjoyed the rest of the show. But we always get people coming up to us telling us, you know, I've never told anybody about this, but I suffer from depression also. What people don't understand is depression is chemical. It's not like,
It is very.
It's not just being sad. It's something that's in your body from when you're born.
No, that was one of my things that I couldn't stand when people said, well, can't you just snap out of it?
Right.
Oh, that is the
It makes you feel
absolute
worse,
worst thing that somebody can say to somebody who's depressed. Can't you just snap out of it?
Can't you just be happy?
I'm sorry. It just doesn't happen that
and,
way.
And it comes along. It can come along at the greatest points of your life, where you should be completely ecstatic.
All right.
That's right.
And you can't get there. You can't get.
Yeah, I know for the longest time I had a problem even just being able to sing. And I said, well, I know there's a problem because if I'm not able to open my mouth and sing, there is a really big problem.
Sure.
You know.
And I'll tell you what, since we put the album out and we have all these people that contact us and tell us, hey, I suffer from depression, I'm so glad you put that song out, and I relate to every moment of it, and this and that. I've realized myself that talking about it, being open about it,
It's healing.
lets other people talk about it and be open about it as well. And
That's
then when
right.
they are, they feel so much better.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it's very healing, and yeah, it's definitely something that we need more artists and more
more
people
artists.
to, you know, bring that forward.
And
So hopefully one of the songs you're going to do for us tonight will kind of have that kind of a
you know,
feel to it.
you know, and I just want to say, you know, with me, you know, it doesn't work professional or any of these people. There's only one person in the world that could really get into me and know how to handle it and, you know, get me out of it. And that's Mary.
You know what? And
It's so sweet.
I think it's because I've gone through it for so much that I don't know about you, but I know as a person who's gone through depression, and it'll always be part of us, that you can recognize somebody else that's going through that.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they don't bring it up to you, you know there's a certain look on their face or a certain way they hold themselves. Yeah, and it really, really does help. Well, right now, though, I want you to go up
Go up
and
there.
do some songs and make us happy.
Yes.
Okay?
So you don't want me to play that song?
Oh, no, you know what? If you play that song, just make sure you tell us that's the song. So people don't get taken by surprise. Yes. And we'll pass out the tissues.
Okay, here's Jason.
I would like to welcome to the stage Jason Gisser, everybody.
I'm wasted again in your arms, here, my love. There's no other way to look into your eyes that I can even think of. It's been a year since I found you both in bed. The look upon your face and that you feel from grace is etched inside my head. I should have just turned around and walked out the door and been satisfied that you didn't love me. but instead the man inside me died. I call out your name from the end of the hall. Like the crashing of the waves under the moonlight, you could hear my heart fall. Never again will I trust you, my love. To keep you here with me might be the only way that I can think of. I should have just turned around and walked out the door and been satisfied that you didn't love me, that you didn't love me. You were smoking, I pour you a drink. I took so many pills and that you know that my mind couldn't even think. I'm dying again in your arms here, my love. There's no other way to close my tired eyes that I can even think of. I should have just turned around and walked out the door and been satisfied that you didn't love me, 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 that you passing out the tissues if you want. Wake me up when it's time to go home. I feel can't take it no more. Look me up when you cross the gate. For you all, I'll see now. Believe in religion, says it's okay to die. Do you feel this I'm dry from the rain. Your tears sold me still. Can't you see what I tried to do? Give my love to all you. To all of you, to all of you. I try to give my love, my love. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, to all of you. Oh, to all of you. I try to give my love to all of you. Oh, yes, indeed, Lord. Oh, don't you show no mercy. Oh, don't you show no mercy. Oh, oh. All of you.
All right.
Oh, mercy, baby, mercy me now. Angels fighting devils as far as the eye can see. Well, I don't wish on anyone what was wished on me. So pick up your soul now and give me sweet release from the demons in my head, so the angel in my bed can breathe. From the demons in my head, so the angel in my bed can breathe. Yeah. Oh, take my soul, it burdens me now, and carry me back home in your sweet release. These old bones, a lot of crumbling, so shine down your light now, so you can drive me to the demons in my head, so the angel in my bed can breathe. Yeah. From the demons in my head, so the angel in my bed can breathe. Yeah, yeah. I said no, no, no. Oh, mercy, baby, mercy me now. Angels fighting devils as far as the eye can see. Well, I don't wish on anyone, Lord, what was wished on me. So shine down your light so I can find this sea.
Okay.
You can sit where you are. That's fine. Are our mics on? I don't know if we're actually on or not. Now, Ken's over here trying to get a nice, close, tight picture of your album so that this way we can see that. And we just, before we get a chance to say goodbye to you, is there anything coming up that you want to let us know about? Is there any gigs coming up that are important, that are big, that are, even the small ones are big ones, though.
Everything.
You know,
everything's-
everything is something big. So
we're going to be in Brooklyn tomorrow at the Branded Saloon. I play relatively local solo quite a bit. Every last Saturday of the month, I'm in Pleasant Valley at the Public House. I'm at Kyle's Pub in Peekskill. We were talking about that before.
Yes,
Every
yes,
second
yes.
Friday of the month. And
I'll have to come down and see that.
and then we do shows all over. I mean, we post everything on jasongisser.com and also on Facebook, or the jasongisserband.com. But we do, the Falcon in Marlboro. We're going to be doing that
Wow,
over
I
the
know that
summer.
place.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah,
It's a
that
great
is.
venue.
That's great.
The Paramount down in Peekskill, and
Oh.
yeah, 12
okay.
Grapes. March 18th, we'll be at 12 Grapes in Peekskill.
Okay,
And
all right.
then,
Yeah, my husband and I are trying to get some open mics and do some stuff ourselves down there. So that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
there's
We
a
can
lot. There's-
all get together, and there's a lot of stuff there.
absolutely.
A lot
yeah.
of stuff there, yeah. Now that they've made it into an artist community.
Yeah, they did.
They
did.
did,
They
and
did a
it's
good job.
given people like you and me a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah,
So sounds like you've been doing a lot of work then.
Sure. We have Mazstock is coming up in Marlboro. That's a festival that they're going to have in August.
Uh huh.
So keep your eyes open for that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
And in between, are you still writing new songs, or are you just gonna trying to keep up with what you've got?
Well, we're actually in the studio now recording our next album.
Great.
So we're in my studio first, and I'm just recording all the parts so we can set them in stone. And then we
Uh-huh.
bring Michael Rich, the producer, in, and he records us up at Dreamland in Hurley.
Okay.
And then that'll be the second album. The first album, I mean, we did a lot of really good big shows to promote it.
Wow.
We did
Wow,
Three
that's
Dog
wonderful.
Night and Grand Funk Railroad. and-
Wow. Okay, that's some pretty big names. So this one's so much fun.
Yeah.
Really a
always
lot
is,
of
yeah.
fun. Oh yeah, definitely. All right. Well, we want to thank you for being
Yes,
here
thank you very
and
much.
playing for us tonight.
Right.
You know, maybe we can have you back another time, and we can do some more music.
Yes.
We'll get-
And
get
we
some
want to
people.
thank our viewers out there from Access 23, Port Jervis, New York,
That's right.
as well as Time Warner in the Hudson Valley, and Lifestyle TV, Manhattan Neighborhood Network in the borough of Manhattan, the Big Apple, and of course, Brick TV in born and raised for me, Brooklyn, New York. Thank you all for watching, and
Thank
we
you.
will see you next week. So Jason's going to take us out
You
and
could play us out.
play us out.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you all for tuning in tonight.
Okay?
Thank you, Jason, for coming and playing.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I can't say goodnight, everybody, because in Manhattan, we're on in the morning. So I'll just say, so
Good
long,
day,
everyone.
everybody. Jason?
Pour yourself a glass of wine. Listen to me cry. I sometimes think it's all you need to get by. Arm yourself with hurting words. shield yourself with tears. It's a perfect world, so take my flame. Fill me with all of your fears. Now I hate myself and I hate you too. And you walk right through the light like you had wings of an angel. It took some time till I could see the places I went wrong. There were rocking chairs and faded. Somehow you still carry on, though it's hard to see. Baby, may you ride with him on the wings of an angel. Believing all the prophecies and hopes for the promised land. Trading all your luxuries for the freedom of unbottled sin. Trade your mind in for religion. Trade in your spirit for fear. Give up all love has to offer for a gun and a future that's clear. May God carry you back home in the wings of an angel. So put